Hey everybody, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jeremy. Today we're going to be working on some MDF building. This is one from Tabletop Senics. I picked it up from my local game store just before everything got shut down. And, got some time to work on it, so let's check it out. I do appreciate you. Alright, so I'd ordered this kit from my local game store just before everything got shut down. I hadn't done much with the MDF terrain at all, so I thought I'd check it out and see what it's like. Looks like the details are etched in pretty good. I did notice whenever I'm taking some of the stuff out that it had a tendency to split in a few sections. It didn't just pop out like other kits I've seen videos on. This one was made from Tabletop Senics, part of their Wild West line. As said, for instructions are available at ttcombat.com. Unfortunately, whenever I did go to the ttcombat.com, instructions were not actually available for this particular kit, so I don't know if it's an older one or what. I found that to be unfortunate. That says right on the front instructions available, but yet they're not. Some of the details, like a little crack on the side, I think that's supposed to simulate like a crack in the stucco or something. But we'll put it together and check it out. Alright, so here it is dry fit. Just kind of give you an idea. I was a little curious about the scale, and then there some of those spots where it was connected. Gotta clean those up pretty good because it won't actually fit well if you don't. But for scale, it seems to be good. It's a little mini that Hans from the Electric Podcast printed of the Mandalorian. And then here's one of the Infinity minis next to it, kind of show. But I think scale's fine. I don't think you'll be able to fit a base through the door easily, but again, I guess you don't really have to. But that kind of give you a better idea of what this actually is. This is a Malfo mini. But he's right on the verge as far as height with the base on it. So I decided to spruce it up. I didn't really like how plain it was. So what it is, take one of my kids' old cereal boxes, just finish this up, so I'm going to cut strips off of that and make some wood panels. So I glued a little bit of the strips on the top of the bar, or I guess bar is the best way to put it. I did strips all down the side and the front. I left the parts open to where I could fit the window and the door and the sign in after the fact, because I kind of want to do something different with the sign. So now what I'm going to do is I took some acrylic titanium white. This stuff's thick. And the nice thing about it is I brushed it on with a coarse brush, and it left almost like wood lines on it. And then I kind of made my own wash. Drop that on there and see how that turned out. I think overall it made the details pop pretty well. This that acrylic, that really thick acrylic, made a nice texture on the wood panels. I don't really like the white, so I'm gonna go through and take some the Americana, like a toll paint type of thing, desert sand, and paint everything with the desert sand. Kind of want to lighten it up, make it more of like a gray brown, like an older sun-beaten wood. Here's kind of what it looks like after all that's done. So there's some areas where I wanted more details, more boards to show. There's a few areas where I did cut the board short and stacked them kind of weird, that way they add a little character to it, but I think it just needs a little more detail. So I'm just going to take this tool here and go through on both sides of those seams, put a couple nail holes everywhere. So overall, the kit's nice. If you want it to really pop, you're gonna have to put in some work to it. I did the same thing with the cereal box on the floor. Just carved the wood panels in and painted a dark wood and dry brushed it. Some details of the sides and stuff, but you know, overall it's exactly what everything else on the hobby is. It could be really cool if you're willing to put in the work. I am impressed with it once I made some changes, but overall I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe if you already haven't, and I have an Amazon affiliate link I will link below, and that helps the channel out. Thanks.